Hey y'all, it's your host Ray, and welcome to Talk That Ish with Ray, where the conversation is real, raw, and uncensored. As always, we are here to have fun, release, and most importantly, heal the out of ourselves. If you would like to have a topic of conversation discussed, or you would like to join in on the conversation, head on over to my Instagram or my Facebook at Talk That Ish with Ray. Send me a message, and I'll be happy to coordinate that with you. I do want to apologize in advance, guys. For some reason, I am extremely tongue-tied today. I have no clue what's going on, and there are words that are coming out of my mouth that aren't even intended to come out. So if that happens, just move on past it. I promise you will enjoy the show. Today's topic of conversation is expectations. They expect more out of you than they do themselves. And this topic of conversation does two things to me. It makes me laugh unhealthily. Let's start there, because I should not be laughing at these high expectations that are set. I should really be concerned about someone who sets these high expectations. Or it makes me really frustrated, because how do you expect me to do something that you wouldn't even be caught dead doing yourself? Make it make sense, please. These expectations apply to everybody. Like for all of my students out there, like, you guys know how that expectation is. You're expected to maintain good grades, work a full-time job, and if you're not expected to work a full-time job, you're expected to maintain other responsibilities. You're expected to participate in life, adulting in some way, shape, or form. You're expected to maintain a social life. You're expected to maintain communication with other people. A girlfriend is expected, if not expected to work a full-time job, they're expected to cook every day, clean consistently, ensure that their man is catered to, ensure that they have everything they need and their needs are all met without anything in return. Men are expected to be the breadwinner of the family while also taking on an emotional and supportive role for their partners. They're expected to go half on everything while still paying all of the bills. Like, the expectations that are set forth for people is just absolutely astronomical, and they're crazy, and it's insane. Like, when did we stop accepting people for who they were, and when did we stop accepting people for what they have to give and building on that together? Like, the expectations that are set forth for people is just it's mind-blowing to me. Like, my entire life, I have been expected to be the strong one, to be the driven one, to be the determined one, to be the motivated one, to be the hard worker, to be the student, to be the daughter, the granddaughter, the sister. I am expected the upstanding wife without a ring. Like, I have been expected to be this person instead of just being able to be myself. Like, I am lazy. I truly enjoy doing nothing until I want to do something. I truly enjoy, I am that person who is a hermit. I sit at home and enjoy my own company more than I enjoy the company of the outside world. And the reason for that is because the expectations for people is so high. Like, I have dreams of going hiking and mountain climbing and skydiving. I'm lying because I'm scared of heights, but you get the point that I'm making. Like, I have these dreams and I have these expectations for myself that I should be more than what I am right now. I should be doing all of these things that make my heart happy. I should be able to drop whatever it is that's going on in my life for just a moment to go do something that sparks inspiration, that sparks motivation, that sparks determination, that sparks love, joy, happiness. I should be grateful for the life that I have, which I am for the most part. I am grateful for the life that I have. But the expectations of those around me weighs heavy on my shoulder. I'm expected to be a friend who socializes. I'm expected to be a friend who goes out and does things with people. I'm expected to say yes to every question that is asked of me. I am expected to be in communication with all of the members of my family, or most of them for the most part. I'm expected to reach out to my friends. I'm expected to maintain relationships on top of going to work full time every day, on going to class, taking care of myself, taking care of my animals, ensuring that my adult life is fulfilled with all of these requirements. But there's never the expectation of me being able to enjoy myself, me being able to do what it is that I want to do, me being able to love something about something. Like, I want the ability to say no to friends and family. I want the ability to say, no, I don't feel like going to work today, so I'm not going to go to work today. Like, I don't like having to fulfill everybody else's expectations of me. I have bad days, guys. I have days where I don't want to do anything. I have days where my social media is so low that I can't even function for myself. I have days where I have to convince myself to get up and take a shower because I need to take a shower. I have days where I have to convince myself that it is okay that I don't feel like cleaning my house right now because I'm just so drained, because I'm so focused on filling these expectations for everybody else. And I don't have the moment to take the time for myself. I don't have the moment to take the time for me. Like, if you had a chance to look into my life, you would think, oh my God, she does nothing all day long. She's lazy. She's this. But my brain goes 1,000 miles a day. My brain is processing all of the things that need to be done, all of the things that I have to do, all of the things that I have coming up. But there's not enough time in a day to get it done. There's not enough time in a week to get it done. There's not enough time in a year to get it done. And I'm over here pushing different things off. And a lot of these tasks involve other people. A lot of these tasks involve taking on a role that in that moment I really don't feel like doing. In that moment I really don't feel like being that person that you want me to be. I don't feel like being that person that I'm expected to be. We live a life through expectation. And the crazy part about it is the same people who have these expectations of us are not able to fulfill the expectation themselves. Anyone who truly respects who you are and respects what you do and respects the level you have to offer them, they're not going to have these expectations. They're going to be able to match that energy. Not only just are they going to be able to match that energy, but they are going to be able to inspire you and motivate you and encourage you and push you and support you to grow, to be that next level of yourself, to be that better version of yourself. They're not going to say, oh, so you got to be on your assignment. I mean, that's good, but I feel like you're more of A material, so what happened? They're going to say a B. Okay, girl, I see you. You know C past classes, but look at you being an overachiever and getting that B. You should be allowed to set expectations for yourself and goals for yourself and reach those goals as you set them. But the pressures of everybody else's setting goals above you is crazy. It's unattainable. It's impossible. How am I supposed to be motivated to do something for myself and want something better for myself, or want to reach goals that I set for myself, when I also have to reach these goals too? When I also have to check this person's box too? When I have to do everything that this person really wants me to do? That's not fair to me. And it's not fair to you, because at the end of the day, if I don't fulfill those expectations, you're now disappointed. You're now upset. You're now in this emotional state that I put you in because I could not check your boxes, because I could not fulfill your expectation of me. And although that is not my fault, I am not going to take full ownership on that, because that is not my fault. The only part that makes it my fault is the fact that I even said yes in the first place when I knew that I couldn't do it, it wasn't attainable, and it wasn't something that I wanted to do. And that is the part that a lot of us fail to realize, is that we are not required to fulfill the expectations of another person. We are not required to make someone else happy by doing whatever makes them happy. We are required to make ourselves happy. We are required to do what is best for us. So if somebody's expectation of you is, and let's use it in the sense of a roommate. I really don't know what that's like, but I've had roommates short periods of time, so I kind of get it. It's my expectation: if you are going to be in this household and you are going to be eating my food and you are going to be utilizing my electricity, my water, my gas, my roof, you need to contribute in some way, shape, or form. That is my expectation of you. That is not an unrealistic expectation. That is a valid expectation. Because with you being here on a consistent basis for a long period of time, you are increasing the debt that I have. So even if it's just $10 on my electric bill, or $20 on my gas bill, or $30 on my water bill, I expect you to contribute in some way, shape, or form. My food bill has now doubled having another person in my home to feed. Whether it's me cooking meals that are from food that's in the fridge, or if it's me ordering food, because I was never raised selfish. My mama always raised me to, if you eat, your company eats. If you get, your company gets. You don't sit in somebody's face and eat. You don't talk about eating and not feed the person that's there. The very least you could do is ask. So if you are in my home, I'm going to feed you. I may not host you. I'll admit I'm not a good host. I'm the kind of person, once you step foot through that door, you are welcome to anything in my home. Just make sure to ask first. Just make sure that it's okay. That refrigerator though, you can have whatever you want. I probably ain't gonna eat it if somebody else don't eat it. So you're welcome to whatever is in that refrigerator. You are welcome to whatever is in the kitchen. Not my dishes. Leave my dishes alone. I need them dishes. But I am that kind of person. I am going to take care of the person who is in my home. I am going to ensure that their needs are being met while they are living within my home for this temporary time frame. But I do expect something in return. If you cannot help me financially cover the bills, then you need to clean up. You need to cook. You need to contribute in some way, shape, or form. If you see that there is trash piling up, take the trash out. If you see that the clothes are piling up, the laundry's piling up, I'm really iffy on this, so it's not really a requirement for me. It's not an expectation. But if you ask, hey, I seen that you have clothes piling up. Do you want me to wash your laundry for you while I'm sitting here today? It's not hard, people. It is not hard to equal out the expectation, because you expect me to go to work full time, cover the bills that you're helping increase, put food into the home, cook and clean. You were expecting all of these things from me without any contribution? Nope. Sorry. Been there, done that, ain't doing it. No ma'am. No ma'am. And it's crazy. And then they have the nerve to get mad at you because you asked them for any form of help. They get mad at you for you asking them to do something that they should have already done without being asked to do it. And that is the part that makes me laugh. Because you have the audacity to be mad at me right now because I asked you to wash the dishes that you put in that sink because you've been here all day and all you've done is eat. You have the audacity to be upset right now because I asked you to cook dinner because I worked all day and I'm exhausted and I really just want to take a shower, eat, and go to bed. You have the audacity to be mad at me right now because I asked you to take out the trash that has been sitting there stinking all day. You have the audacity to be mad because I asked you to clean out the refrigerator because I cooked a meal that could last us 3-4 days and you haven't touched it because you went and got money and ordered out instead. The audacity is what makes it so funny. The audacity to think that this behavior or these actions or these choices are okay. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? Who raised you? Like, if this is adulting, if this is what I have to deal with as an adult, I don't want to do it anymore. I want a refund. Mama, come get me. I'm done. 'Cause why? You have the expectation that I am supposed to treat you well and be happy with you and continue on acting as if everything is a-okay because you're sensitive and you can't handle being an adult. If we had a choice to not be an adult, baby, listen, I would not be an adult. I would go back to living with my mama and letting my mama take care of me because I don't want to. It's ghetto. But we don't have that choice. We don't have that luxury. We don't have that option. And for those of you as adults who think that you have that option to set an expectation for someone else and believe that you aren't going to have to fulfill it yourself, funny. You are a comedian. Since you don't want to get up and go get a normal job, go be a comedian, because that is hilarious. Because why? What in your right mind would make you think that you did not have to be an adult just because you are going through a hard time? No, honey, not at all. And I just want to throw this in here right now. My dog is looking at me very concerned because he's looking at me like, are you okay? Is everything all right? Yes, honey, everything is fine. It's wild, guys. It really is. Like, I am sick and tired of living with the expectation that I am supposed to be this perfect person, and I'm not. And I'm tired of trying to be. I'm tired of trying to make every single person happy, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna piss somebody off. I am. Because not everybody's going to be happy with the choice of actions that another person makes. Not everybody is going to be happy if you were fulfilling someone else's expectations before you fill theirs. You're going to piss somebody off. So why not piss everybody off? The people who are truly meant for you, and the people who are truly there for you, and like I said, the people that are truly wholesome and grateful to have in life are not going to make you feel that way. They are not going to make you feel as if you have to fulfill these expectations just to make them happy, just to be a part of their life. Like, it is completely wild to me. And I know I keep saying that, and I know that I may be acting very dramatic right now. And I know that I might just be rambling at some point in all of this, but it's wild. You wouldn't even do this. You would not do half of the things that you were expecting me to do. You would not even be going the mile, half of the mile that I go. The thing of it is a lot of the people in my life will tell you, I say this all of the time, and at this point, I really have gotten the understanding of how life works with this thing that I say constantly. One thing that I say to a lot of the people in my life is I'm built different. And yes, I know we're all built different. No one person's the same. But the reality of it is I'm built different. The things that I give to people, let me rephrase that. The things I have given to people, no one would ever give that wholeheartedly mean it. Because I have given every ounce of myself to people. When I fall in love with a person, and that is a partner, a friend, a family member, when I fall in love with a person, when I realize that you are one of those people in my life that I do not want to lose, I give everything I've got to not lose you. Everything. I will give myself, I will sacrifice myself to ensure that I do not lose you. For what? For what? For disappointment? Along with high expectation? Everyone that I have lost, it truly wasn't a loss. They left. Even if I walked away, you chose to have these expectations of me to give and give and give and give and give without ever thinking that you had to give anything in return. Anyone will tell you. Anyone that knows me will tell you. All I need in return is you to communicate with me when you're unhappy. Tell me that you love me. And make me feel assured that you are here for the right reasons through your actions. A lot of people have the expectation that a lot of people have the assumption that I have the expectation for words of affirmation. I don't. You don't have to tell me anything. I don't want to hear your words. Because as quick as you can tell me this story is as quick as it can be found to be a lie. Because if your actions don't match your words, that is where the problem comes from. I am a true believer in action. I am a true believer in showing what you are willing to give and what you are willing to offer. But if I have to go out of my way every single day to text you, not even every day, I'm not even going to say every day, but if I have to be the one who texts you first on a consistent basis, or I'll never hear from you again, I don't need it. If I have to be the one who reaches out to you to ensure that you're doing okay, I don't need it. If I have to be the one to prove to you over and over and over again that I love you without anything in return, I don't need it. If I have to ask you to show me that you love me and you mean the words you say, I don't need it. I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to know it. I shouldn't have to ask. And if at any point in all of this you feel as if it is okay to betray me because you feel that I'm not living up to your expectations, please exit stage left, because I don't want shit to do with it. I want nothing to do with it. Because at the end of the day, the fact that you were willing to go the mile to hurt me rather than talk to me, rather than have a conversation with me, rather than reach out to me, I don't need it and I don't want it. I will not drive myself crazy. I will not drive myself insane. I will not drive myself mad because you had this expectation of me. I did not fulfill it. So you thought it was right to go out of your way to hurt me. But if I didn't know that you had this expectation of me, if I didn't know that this is what you needed from me, if I didn't know that this is what you wanted from me, how am I supposed to know to give it to you? Explain that. I believe in giving. I am a giver. I give love. I give confirmations. I give affirmations. I give anything that a person needs, I give it. If you communicate with me that this is what you need, I am willing to give it. But I am not willing to give it for nothing. I am not willing to give it for nothing. There is unconditional love, and then there is unconditional love. I'm not giving you unconditional love. My love has no conditions. I will admit that. My love has no conditions. My love has boundaries. I have boundaries. Do not cross them. Do not cross them. Because the moment you step foot over that line, you have ultimately given me the message and the response and the action that I needed to see. I don't have any expectations other than for you to show up for who you are. Be you. Grow. Be happy. Be whatever it is that you want to be. If you want to be angry 24/7, I support you. Be mad. You need reasons to be mad? I will give you reasons to be mad to support you. We can be mad together. If you want to cry for the rest of your life, by all means cry. My shoulder is here for you. If you want to distance yourself from the rest of the world, sorry, can't let you do that. Once you're a part of my life, you're mine. I'm stuck. You're stuck. We're here. We're together. But I'll quietly let you distance yourself from the rest of the world. But what I'm not willing to do is fulfill these expectations that you set forth for me. Not. And I don't expect you to fulfill. Like, we all have expectations. That is true. We do. We all, initially when meeting someone, we have this expectation of this vision of how our friendship or our relationship or our bond is created and what all the things that we will do together. We all have that. But life doesn't always work out the way we want it to. So I might be like, oh man, I was really hoping to have this person in my life. I was really hoping to be able to do all of these things. But if that's not written in the cards for me, then that's just what it is. If life takes us in different directions, then that's fine. But if life takes us in different directions because I was not fulfilling an expectation and it disappointed you that I wasn't this person that you were expecting me to be, that's not fine. Because you're missing out on a bomb-ass friend. You're missing out on a bomb-ass partner. You're missing out on a bomb-ass person. Because I do make mistakes and I do have my own shit. But I promise you, There ain't not one person in this world that you will meet who can say, I did them wrong. I did them dirty. I did them in a way that is unforgivable. You can't. Even when I was a teenager, even when I was the worst of myself, I still didn't mistreat people. I still didn't have these high expectations and expect someone to fulfill them and then discard them because they didn't. If they can't give you what they're expecting, why give it to them? Why continue to put yourself in a position where you feel empty and lost and alone, where you feel you don't know which way is up or down? You're not meant to fulfill you're not meant to fulfill their expectations. You're meant to fulfill yours. It's you above all else, because without you, none of it even matters. None of it even exists. So if you don't exist inside this shell of a body because you are stuck making sure that everyone else has what they want, has what they need, and fulfilling all of these things, walk away. It's pointless. It's pointless for you to feel this low. It's pointless for you to feel this disappointed in yourself. It's pointless for you to feel negative about yourself, because without being that person who continues to give, without being there at all, they can't be disappointed. You can't feel this way. Their expectations of you are not you and do not define you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have conversations with your partners about what you both want out of each other and what you both want out of yourselves and out of the relationship as a whole, and to move towards that. What I'm saying is, stop working that full-time job plus going to school, then coming home, ensuring that your man has ate and that the house is clean and that you have showered and that the animals or the kids are taken care of, to just go back to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. And feeling empty and feeling less than and feeling worthless. Protect you. Take care of you. Put you first. Because I promise you, those people who do just that, those people who expect you to do all of these things and give you nothing back, if the tables turned, they would do it. They would leave. They would walk away. And I'm not saying that you have to leave, and I'm not saying you have to walk away. That is what they will more than likely do. But what I'm saying is, stand up for yourself. Put those boundaries in place. It's never too late to put boundaries in place, ever. Put those boundaries in place. Stand up for yourself and put you first. Take care of you. At the end of the day, it is all about you. You can take care of your kids and still take care of you. You can still maintain that relationship and still take care of you. You just have to put boundaries in place. You just have to create that routine. You just have to create whatever it is that you need to create. It all starts with you. F them, you. And with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today. As always, I love you. Thank you. Bye.